So this is our second, I believe, of 3 female bouts tonight. A little lighter weight matchup. You know, I would call featherweight type lineup here at 115 pounds. And fast, different style.
At 115 pounds, trained by Dawson Saint and Eric Buckner. Here is Karen Plummer.
Now, here's where the rules get interesting. At 36 years old, Karen could elect to fight either as a Masters or what's considered now, quote, elite. But it appears that she is fighting in a lower age bracket. 35 and up, you can elect, whereas her opponent, Sierra, I believe, is only 28. Looking at Karen warming up, she looked pretty polished, dude. We'll see if that translates, but she looked pretty good.
So that's Karen in the red corner there.
Yeah.
Again, this is the part, the photographs, the family, the why.
It
The
is
why.
right.
Start with why.
It's,
Please welcome, fighting out of the blue corner. She also weighed in 115 pounds. Fighting out of Bash Boxing, trained by Jonathan Nalfa and Nick Robbins. Here is Sierra King.
Sierra coming out to a little white wing tub.
Inject this into my veins. This is what I'm talking about.
Little Stevie Nicks up in this piece.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it play a little bit.
She is definitely
Take your
a
time.
fan favorite.
I think
will
so,
say
too.
this, just eyeball test again. It's you can never tell, but Karen did look like the more polished of the two boxers.
Agreed.
Well, it should be interesting to see how that translates, though. I've seen plenty of fights that were clearly not won in the locker room. I'll say that much.
Agreed.
But
I got to tell you,
yeah,
the work in the ring coming in, it didn't happen.
it really didn't happen during
A year
the show
ago.
almost at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And tonight, I feel like everybody's touching
Everyone.
it. Maybe it's a COVID thing, you know?
It could
It's
be.
like
It could be. Everyone wanted to give themselves a little bit more space, man. You
you
know?
know, 60 feet of separation,
That's
you
it.
know.
Hands of Dow Jones with the final instruction.
So outside of age being the outlier, they're about as evenly matched as you can on paper. 5'4",
Agreed.
115 pounds, and it appears that they both truly are 5'4", and 115 pounds.
A little chant going on here.
I think it's Sierra. I think they're giving too many syllables there. Let's see how this plays out. Again, I thought Karen looked to be the more polished.
Look at the corners here. I mean,
But Sierra's arms are long.
Oh,
No glove touch.
Oh,
from
yeah.
Karen.
It was a 50% glove touch there. Again, we said this before. I find the female fighters in these events explosive, technical,
Ferocious.
and you know what? Like, exactly, ferocious is a great way to put it.
So what I'm seeing is Karen pressing, right, and Sierra being pressed, but Sierra actually managed to slip a number of those punches by actually boxing.
I'm just waiting to see. I'm waiting to see the closing of the shoulders here. Both people are both women fighting open. You know,
Very
hips
much
square.
so.
I mean, that's a tough way to go. Great uppercut there.
Great uppercut, right.
by Sierra.
I think if
Karen's been bringing it though.
Karen's doing exactly what she should do in the sense that she's pressing forward, but Sierra landed a nice right hand there, and she looks pretty comfortable on the outside.
So Sierra's working more of that Soviet style,
exactly,
you know,
that
front
long
glove,
European
keep
guard,
in front of you,
certainly.
keep the distance.
Yep.
Whereas, you know, what I like about Karen is a little tighter, a little bit more of a compact stance.
Sierra's-
Looking for windows, angles. You know, the shoulders stay stiff, the hips are rotating left
Yep.
to right.
Sierra's the first boxer of the night to truly escape out at angles, though. If you look, she's
Yes.
never backing up in a straight line. And as much as Karen's doing a great job of bullying her,
Semicircles.
she sneaks out every time.
You're exactly right.
This bout, and again, it goes back to me speaking too soon. And Karen looked great on the mitts.
Karen's rear hook it's mean.
It's a mean punch, but Sierra's doing a great job skirting it and using her length a little bit here.
No, I like the way she's adjusted to it. She sees it's coming. She knows it's coming.
The only thing I would like to see differently is Sierra being first. I wouldn't hate her using her length
Agreed.
a little bit. Although
Agreed.
they're the same height, Sierra's clearly the longer of the two, and it appears Karen's the stronger of the two.
10 seconds here.
10 seconds is right. I think that's probably going to be a Karen round.
Yeah,
competitive bout.
I don't know. I mean, slightly.
Slightly is right. I think, again, it really is a matter of just as each referee has their own style, officials have kind of bias as well. And a lot of them tend to gravitate towards aggression, whether right or wrong. Personally, I do love to see the slicker boxing like Sierra did, skirting those corners and using those angles, finding those escapes and using her length. But Karen did a great job of pressing the issue.
You know, the way that I would recommend approaching this is you can be proactive or reactive,
Sure.
right? You know, it's errors of omission versus errors of commission.
Yes.
And the way that I see it is, you want to dictate the pace of the fight. You want to take the line. You want to make the rotation
Correct.
to the side that you're comfortable with. And as a southpaw, it was really trying to bring the right, to my right to open that. And what I'd really like to see here from Sierra is take the reins a bit.
Yes.
Be the leader in the dance. Because right now, Karen is really leading the dance.
Yep.
So get the music pumping during the fight here.
I think someone might have fallen asleep at the wheel.
DJ Esso. They're all human.
Yeah, that's fair. It looks playing out similarly to the first round. Karen pressing the issue.
Karen's right hook is mean.
Dynamite, isn't it? It's a hard punch. Sierra did a better job of eluding it in the first round. I think she was a little bit fresher. Boxing off your back feet for that long is tiresome.
It's tough. Unless you're leaning up on the ropes.
Correct. Good right hand, though. Good right hand by Sierra.
Two great punches.
And a good right hand counter back by Karen.
Okay, all right.
She's coming on.
I like the way she's hitting body. And look, and keeping that left hand up to protect.
Yep. And as soon as Karen was in a comfortable position, Sierra locked up her guard. And man, she's strong though, huh?
Yeah.
She throws with bad intentions. That right hand's tough. I like to see Sierra skirt out and then take center just as she did. Now I'd like to see her actually break here. Use your length. Believe in that one.
Keep her hands up.
I think the problem Sierra might run into is that Karen might be able to do this for 40 friggin' rounds.
I think so, too.
She's so fit, and she's throwing just as fast and just as hard as she did the opening seconds of this round.
You think of it like thirds, right? Bottom third, right above the belt.
Yep.
Middle third, right? The fat end of the bell.
Yep.
And then the top, the smallest part, the head, the shoulders and above, the smallest target to hit. You got to focus on the bottom thirds. And it's so tempting to aim for the head. But
definitely,
fights are won with body shots first.
Yep.
These are not, no one's going to knock you out, really, in these kinds of things in the first 10 seconds. You earn the right to get there in the third round.
And Karen's doing a brilliant job of being a small person, making herself smaller. So with that being said, the head is an easy target to get off center. The body's going to be there. There's going to be
100%.
some real estate, something to attach to.
Look, I liked in the beginning the way that Sierra, I thought, was a real smart defensive boxer. Keeping that front hand up there, protecting, keeping the distance. What Karen did really well was throw enough body shots that front hand had to drop.
Absolutely.
Had to drop.
Yep.
You earn the right to get to the top third. And that's, look, it's a key to boxing. You see it at the highest levels, in the lowest levels.
Absolutely. I will say from a cardio perspective, this is the most impressive bout of the night.
I agree. I really like that fourth fight for us, Zach and Nick
That was
Martin.
such an awesome bout.
Those guys were
that
great.
Was definitely
But I got to tell you, the girls are in better shape.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're fit, dude.
Yeah.
The only thing that's missing to this bout is I would love to see a more active lead hand from Sierra.
Agreed.
She's long.
She knows she has to throw now, though.
Yep.
I don't know if you watched that corner. That was not a very sweet conversation.
A little bit more animated, maybe?
Yeah, it was sandpaper finish.
Yeah.
You got 2 minutes. What are you going to do?
I think
You've worked for 90 to 120, 3 to 4 months. Are you going to lose this thing in the last 2 minutes, or are you going to just leave it all out there?
She has to interrupt that offense with that one.
This fight can be won here. I mean,
definitely. This is not. Look, this is a competitive bout. I do have Karen up 2 rounds to none, but this is not a blowout by any stretch.
That's why it's such a beautiful sport.
It's the best.
It is the best.
And I think the difference between this bout and the last bout is that I think, as we're seeing here, Sierra has the ability to really put an exclamation point on, whereas I don't think that John Bean had the ability to.
What a
in the
difference
third
in officiating with just the distance here.
round. He's far closer to the action.
He is less than a jab's distance.
Yep.
Versus our last couple bouts where 8 yards.
Yeah.
Look at Karen work the jab. Work the jab.
That's exactly what we've been waiting for 3 rounds. Just keep
I don't
that
even know if
jab
you have.
out there.
Look, if I'm in her corner, right, you don't have to throw the big punch.
No.
Don't open yourself up. Just throw the jab.
That's
keep
it.
Your distance.
And she's having the most success that she's had all night as a result of
Sierra's
her
turning on,
finally-
though.
That's right. Sierra's finally coming on.
No quit. She has got no quit.
It's really a matter of finding success with that jab.
She's got 25
Good
seconds.
right hand behind
no
the ear.
quit in Sierra right
No.
now. That's something to be proud of. Don't you don't
definitely.
roll over.
No.
Finish the thing.
I'd love to see her just keep pumping that jab, though.
You got to keep going. You can't stay away from the punch. You got
Nope.
20 seconds to win this fight. 10 seconds to win this fight.
Good right hand. I think what we're seeing here is Sierra closing the show
Yeah.
strong. I just don't think that it's enough to take a decision. I
No,
think Karen did enough there. A great bout. Hotly competitive the entire time. I believe Karen did enough to get the nod. We'll see.
Controlled the fight.
Yeah.
Both women should be very proud of themselves.
Oh,
so.
absolutely. It also looks like both corners, for the first time tonight, are convinced that they did enough to win. And I think this is going to be a pretty close decision. I do believe Karen took it, but then again, I'm calling the fights. I'm not scoring them. We'll see how it looks.
I'm with you, partner.
Yep.
I got my money on red, though.
What happened to sisterly love? Let's hear both form. This was incredible. Ring Warriors. There are silent auction tables on the main floor and the mezzanine level. Please check them out and make a bid. Incredible items, including sports memorabilia, vacation packages, and so much more. The auction closes after the 13th fight. After the 13th fight, this was fight number 7. And the winner in the 115-pound division comes to us out of the red corner, Karen.
Fantastic fight. And once again, I believe
Let's
they got
hear
the
for
decision
Sierra
correct.
Keefe as well.
Yeah. Again, great fight.
Spectacular
Just
bout.
fantastic work by Karen.